Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Just Open It, the YouTube series in which I open recently acquired toys. My name is Russ. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're a fan of pop culture, toy collecting, or action figures, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. Every week I open a recently acquired toy, and today I am opening, as you can see, I want to get the whole name right, the Exploding Dyna-Mole from the classic action figure line, The Tick, which is of course inspired by The Tick cartoon that aired on Fox Kids when I was a kid in the early 90s. So I'm very excited to open this figure. I acquired a lot of Tick action figures at an auction over a year ago now at least. I thought it was an estate sale, but when we showed up, it turned out it was an auction where you could bid on small lots of toys. And there I acquired some Tick action figures, some Star Trek The Next Generation action figures, and actually some vintage Brave Star action figures, which were already opened and now just on my shelf, a proud part of my collection. But I'm going to open the Exploding Dyna-Mole and see if his action feature still works. According to the instructions on the back of this figure, if I press the button on Dynamo's back, I will see him, quote, blow his cover. So, an exciting action feature here. And let's get right to it, folks. At one time, this figure was available at KB Toys, 3 for $10. I vividly remember buying action figures at that time. And I'm surprised I didn't cave in on these Tick toys. But I guess better late than never. I actually just bought Arthur at our local Bookman's here in Phoenix, which is kind of a second-hand media store, kind of one of those buy-sell-trade places. There's Bookman's and Zia Records that are big for that here in the Phoenix area. And I think Zia's in Vegas, too, so. I scour those places for action figures all the time, and again, I just found a Tick, or an Arthur from this line. So I'll be opening him in the future. Well, this is what happens when these are like a one-and-done take. I've removed the bubble from the mole, and he's already blown his cover. I was kind of excited for the reveal, but that's what happens with these old toys, right? You just don't know how well they hold up. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm going to put his disguise back on or whatever here, right? So this is the Dyna-Mole, combination of dynamite and mole man here. Points of articulation, pretty standard. Legs, arms. Let's see if on this, no, okay, I didn't know if his head maybe, the head on this front piece turned, but these are so nicely sculpted in my opinion. They act as just cool pieces on the shelf from the library of Bill England's mind, the creator of the Tick. So cool here. And on the back you could see that there is a belt, and I assume that belt buckle is the button. So I'm going to push that right now, and let's see if this guy, let's see if it works as it's supposed to. Oh, wow! Very nicely. So there is the Dyna-Mole's explosion. And here is his burnt visage here, or whatever however you say that, as he recovers from the kamikaze mission. But then what's interesting is you have this kind of hole here that it's interestingly in the place of like his belly button, so it could act as this super deep innie navel, but it's almost like this kind of character to me is almost like a comic strip in and of itself. You know, it starts this way, and then upon the exposure after the action feature is deployed, it kind of makes me laugh just the way the character looks. But again, this snaps on nicely. There's this kind of perforated piece of his shoulder, and it's just a sturdy figure. Let's try it one more time here. Kind of, you got to really hold him here. Nice. Yeah, it works. Mission accomplished. Short video this week, but you know what? What more needs to be said? It's a nicely sculpted figure. It's an older figure, you know, this is from the early 90s. Let me see if I could pinpoint a year here. 1994, in fact. So, you know, what's he going on? 30 years or something like that? So, the action feature still works. The paint is intact. Not a lot of fading here at all. I think when I bought these figures, I assumed they had been in storage for some time because the packages were dusty and a little curled in the corners and so on, but the figures inside did not seem to be exposed to the elements at all. So that's a very cool thing for a collector like me that likes to get these guys out of the package and show them off, as I've just done for you. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Tune in next time when I grab another unopened action figure from the pile here in my living room and I say, you know what? Let's open it. Or just open it. Tune in next time.